कभी कभी ऑर्डर बनाए रखने के लिए लॉ को बलि चढ़ाना पड़ता है।
Something in the storyline is resembling to an incident that's happened already around you, and people are very against it, the cops, or they're very pro cops because it keeps changing. For all you know, Red Chillies would want to make another part to it.
Hi, sir. My name is Rohan from Hindustan Times. Thank you for doing this. Sir, I want to ask you, when you first got this script, did you think about the perception of the film towards an issue as controversial as encounter killings? Because I know that it's rooted in reality. It's based on events that actually happened. But since those events happened, the audience has kind of evolved, I would say, towards extrajudicial killings. Like a certain section of the audience would want due process,
See,
even in the case of.
basically, it's been based on incidents that happened during the 80s. So it is a fiction eventually, and definitely everybody is inquisitive. Everybody wants to know how the 80s was, what was the situation with the cops and the gangsters. And people love to watch all those things because they're getting documented, and you watch them, and when you watch a movie, you say, okay, this is how it used to be. So for an actor to portray a character as such, it becomes challenging because first of all, it was from that period, and then the kind of character it was something which I was always looking for as a character to play, which is totally out of my comfort zone, and that's the reason why I chose to do it. And when you talk about controversies, they happen out of anything and everything. If someone wants to make a controversy about any issue, it just comes up, it pops out from somewhere, and then everybody's talking about it. So there's nothing that an actor would think too much about at a point because every actor wants to play different characters. So for me, I don't think about all those things. I'm just portraying a character, and I would love to play as an actor. Everybody would love to play a character like this. I'm sure there's a lot of people who see the film and say, okay, I wanted to do this character. you know so that's how it is. When you watch movies yourself which are based on true incidents and things like that, they intrigue you. The interest is high because you're looking at a story which is based on true events. It's you know so so it's exciting to do something like this.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering because again, this is something that happened very, very recently as well. And when that incident happened, there was a lot of like differing points of view on it. And I felt that this film is coming at a time when this debate is very, very fresh in our minds.
See, the thing is, see, in our world, remember one thing: not every not every individual is good, not every individual is bad. If you're from the same profession, for example, a policeman, not every policeman is a bad policeman. There'll always be the bad ones and the good ones. So because of the bad ones, the good ones don't get the respect. So it goes against the cops who are honest, who are trying to do their best because they don't have a proper livelihood. They're struggling with the means they live in. And there are so many honest cops. They're like there'll be like maybe a percent or 2% who are the bad cops, I guess, which when those incidents come up. But I think because of those bad kind of people, or whatever word you give them, these good honest cops lose the respect. So for me, it wasn't of anything else because incidents, like any kind of incident, just comes up, and you're doing a movie, and next thing you know, your movie story, which is how it is, it's coming out, but something in the storyline is resembling to an incident that's happened already around you, and people are very against the cops, or they're very pro cops because it keeps changing. you know 1 minute they're pro cops, 1 minute they're anti cops. So that is something which will keep on happening. It's in the society. It's like things just become like that.
While watching the film, a part of me wanted it to be extended into like a series because I felt that there was so much story, especially in terms of your character. Like there was so much more I wanted to know about your character's past and all the events that the film kind of goes through. And I was wondering if it was ever discussed that this can be a really really solid like a series, or was it always supposed to be like a film?
It was always a movie, word go. But then you know how it is when you're sitting on the sets, you're always sitting and discussing, and maybe we could make a part two to the story where we could either go to the back of the story or the front of the story, and see how it was and how it would be. It is an interesting thing. So let's see. I mean, for all you know, Red Chillies would want to make another part to it. But as now and how it stands, I don't know.
It was wonderful chatting with you.
Bye.